YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino and we're looking at a beer. Today's beers in this lineup, it's either going to be this beer or this beer. This beer or this beer. This beer or we're going to go with this beer. So this is Grizzly Paw. This is Grizzly Paw's from Canmore, Alberta. This is Grizzly Paw's Grumpy Bear Honey Wheat Beer. And it's 5% alcohol by volume. Ingredients: water, barley, select malts, okay, Canadian honey, hops, and yeast. So Grizzly Paw Brewing Company is also well known for their pop, their soda pop. Again, there's not a lot of honey beer out there, so I was kind of intrigued about this one. But Craft Tap has like 15 breweries from Alberta on there, and there's like 4 or 5 of them that have a honey beer. So I was actually quite intrigued because you don't see honey beers that often in Ontario, and that really does look like honey. It looks almost it's not quite as dark as like Billy Bee. There is a more natural artisanal company that I cannot pinpoint the name on the top of my head about, but it looks just like this, like color wise. Not such consistency, but color-wise and clarity-wise. The head was bright white that was there, so a little see-through, little transparent. I mean, I can see my phone through it. Not super clearly, but I can see my phone through it. Beautiful honey-colored, scent out of the glass. Not much. Yeah, just really kind of a slight malty sweetness. And an earthiness. Oh, there it is. It does have like almost a honey brown like scent out of the can. It has that super sweet honey scent. It has that sweet malt scent. It has that earthiness. It has everything that I kind of want out of a honey beer. So I guess it's time to drink said honey beer. Cheers. Okay. It has a lot less flavor than what I was expecting it to. And I mean, that's not saying anything bad about the beer, because there's a lot of times where a beer without a lot of flavor is kind of what you're looking for, because you don't want to be punched in the mouth with flavor. I'm quite often looking for a beer that is just kind of there. I was actually talking about Sleeman Honey Brown recently with a guy from St. Catharines named Steven. I won't give his last name, it starts with an N. And how much he likes it. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I would have Honey Brown around. I don't mind it. I would normally have Sleeman Clear as my macro beer around, or Original Draft, or Honey Brown. So I get it, whatever. This is like a much cleaner, fresher tasting Honey Brown. In that you get that little bit of sweetness from the malt, you get a little bit more sweetness from the honey, but the honey actually adds an almost creamier mouthfeel to it. It has a slightly earthy but clean back end. Yeah. It's really just a subtly sweet, earthy, easy drinking beer. I can't badmouth this beer. I have 5 more of them. I'll probably give one to my neighbor just so he can try it, and I will drink the other 4 and I'll enjoy it. It's a solid drinking beer. 7.75 out of 10. It's just a solid little beer. There's nothing spectacularly special about it, but if you're just looking for a solid, well-drinking honey beer, it's right there. It's right there. If you live in Canmore, Alberta, you know that it's right there because you probably had it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.